it's me, Ingrid the INFP, and I wanted to do a separate video about INFP empathy, because I was in the middle of doing a video about my experiences in the surgery semester, and I realized that when I was talking about my week at the small clinic, I started rambling about empathy, and it doesn't actually relate to surgery that much, since the patients aren't speaking face to face with you, since you're most likely asleep. So I wanted to talk about INFPs and empathy, which it's a difficult subject to talk about, because we all have different definitions on these things, and it's hard to speak about something that's so personal without misunderstandings. But so yeah, as an INFP, my empathy is not the same as an FE user's empathy. We might think that we're very empathetic as NFs, especially, like we're all on this imaginary la la land of like feelings and ideas and wow. But we might think we're really empathetic, and at the same time we might understand that we're very selfish. People often call us selfish. They've called me selfish a lot. That's the thing, is that it's never about egoism. It's not that I put myself before others. Quite the opposite. It's just in my head, the world, my world revolves about me, around my feelings, and all these emotions and experiences are considered a very personal thing. So obviously, but it seems selfish to non-FI users who don't really understand this. It might seem selfish, but it's not out of. It has good intentions. It revolves around the self, of course, but it's we're relating to our feelings in order to help someone else. So yeah, it's a lot about relating. I get frustrated by FE users, for example, who don't think about their own feelings and think about pleasing others. And it's a very honorable thing, and not something I can do. But yeah, I can't relate to it, and I love relating to things. That's like my whole life is about relating to things. So I relate to things, and that's what my empathy is around. If there's an experience I haven't been through, I have to indirectly find something similar that I can relate to. So like, I've never been a mother before, but I have a little brother. So I know the love I feel for my brother is similar to what the mother would feel about their child. In that situation, I think about what I would do in that situation, and think about those feelings, and let those feelings stir up inside me when I'm speaking to that other person, and I then have empathy for that person. As an FE user, this is just automatic process that they notice, they take in the other person's feelings, and and feel what the other person is feeling, exactly the same. They're on the same wavelength. I need to actively go and go inside, pick it out, think of something similar, and then um, actively put myself in their shoes. So as an INFP, we have a great depth of feeling. We want to experience all kinds of feelings. It's like we have this weird obsession of exploring all these layers of feeling. We like shaping, analyzing, figuring out feelings. But yeah, when people tell us things, we can imagine it because we've imagined every single possibility of feeling. It's like INTPs do this with logical thoughts. They've thought about every single possibility, and so that's how they can come up with an argument. For INFPs, it's a lot about exploring every single possibility of feelings, and so we have this huge library of feelings, and we can pick it out according to the situation. So we've analyzed it so much. We're such an expert in feelings. So as an INFP, we want to help by comparing our experience. It's not what real empathy is, though, which is the FE definition, which is feeling the same thing and not making it about ourselves, but making it only exclusively about the other person. So I think I might get the definition wrong, but I think that what we feel is some kind of compassion. Because we empathize by relating that another person's experience to our experience, and then that helps us help others. It's difficult to grasp because talking about ourselves in the situation is not what the conversation is about. So the conversation is about the other person you're listening to. Yeah, it's difficult to explain. But that's what I had to say about INFP empathy. It's kind of since it's an introverted function, it's very difficult to explain to somebody who doesn't have it. But I think that as INFPs, we have this gift of great depth of feeling, and if we use it in the right way, that we don't take it to the selfish extreme, the stubborn, selfish version of us that we all know we have. We use it we use our library of feelings, and in order to help other people, then we can become great people, and it's a selfish thing in itself, but the intentions, that's what FI is about feelings and the intentions around these feelings, and it's a kind of compassion in itself, since compassion is a big part of our feelings. Oh gosh, this was hard to talk about, but I'll be talking about a little bit more less abstract things when we're talking about surgery. I'll just say bye for now.